Then there's the question of social knowledge. How do we learn about society? How do we best find out what one society does or another, or to learn truths about social life? On one hand, there's the argument that humans are just part of the natural order, right? We're animals. And like any other animal, if you know enough about their behavior and enough of the variables at play, you can basically predict what they're going to do. And that, in a way, sociology could have, or someday could, graduate or evolve into almost a type of social physics, where if you know enough variables about people, you can predict their behavior because of universal laws of human behavior that are discoverable using the scientific method. Emile Durkheim argued that sociology is an extension of the sciences, applying the scientific method to the study of humans, and that there is a great benefit that can come from using an objective, rational approach to learning about social life, and that there are discoveries to be made. Social facts exist, and we can discover them. And that's called positivism. And the term positive there is because there is a kind of optimism. People are positive about the power of science to solve problems and to create solutions. And so in this case, it's applied to the study of human societies. And that once we know enough about how human societies operate, maybe we can even better engineer future societies. Max Weber had a different view. To him, sociology is the study of social action, that different groups of people come together and they interact, and through that interaction, they create meaning, they create culture, they create patterns and norms and values, and all we have to do is learn to understand what these social actors think their social world means. And it's going to be different depending on every single subgroup we go to. Now, the interpretivist would say there are no universal laws that govern human behavior. And if there are, they're very simple and can probably be overwritten by a culture anyway. This side says human social behavior is fundamentally different than what you find going on in the natural world. It's a different category. And so we can't use the scientific method in the same way that we would study rocks and plants and animals and stars and cells. That instead, at best, what we can do is interpret local cultural meanings. That all social groups do their thing in a local context. And so the task of the sociologist is not so much to discover the big universal laws that govern social behavior, but is to interpret the contextual meanings to each social group. Right? So you go into a community or a subgroup and you study it. Maybe through interviews, maybe through observation, but you have to understand what they think certain symbols mean.